Hey guys, Yogi Nicole here, doing another yoga video. So today's yoga video is going to be focused on doing sun salutations. Sun salutations are, in my opinion, pretty easy. I really like doing them as my warm-up because it really stretches every part of the body and it gets you prepared for a more difficult practice. So when you're first starting out with yoga, sun salutations are the perfect way to go to really start to get into that flow of yoga. I'm gonna show some of the postures with props. You can use props or you don't have to use props. Just a little advice, don't be afraid of using props. I love using props. A lot of people are very like, oh, I don't wanna use props because, you know, I'm better than that. But don't be afraid to use props because it just helps you get deeper into the posture, or it helps you not have an injury, and we don't wanna have an injury. So let's get into it. So the two props that I'll be using, just to show you how to use them. So if you don't have them, then that's okay. If you really want to deepen your practice and do more yoga, then it might be in your best interest to get them, but it's not that big of a deal. I'm just gonna show you them real quickly, how I use them, and then I'll also show you not using them. All right, let's get into it. So we're gonna start in a comfortable seated position, however that is for you. Again, cross-legged, or even just having your legs out in front. Again, it's whatever is comfortable for you. So I'm gonna start crisscross, applesauce. Place your hands on your knees, and let's take 3 really good deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's do a couple more. Maybe you guys close your eyes if you feel comfortable, or just find a point to kind of stare at so you can really find your center. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Let's take 3 more. Last one. If your eyes are closed, just slowly open them and just kind of take notice of your breathing and the shift in the energy. If you feel a little bit more present, if you feel a little bit more calm. Let's just kind of warm up the shoulders a little bit. Let's do some shoulder rolls. Let's reverse directions. Remembering to breathe. Let's bring our hands out to our sides, bringing them up overhead. Inhaling and exhaling as you come down. And again. And exhaling. Let's do 2 more. Perfect. And let's get into that sun salutation. So coming up, we're going to come to the tops of our mat. We're going to stand strong in mountain pose, bringing our hands out to the sides, strong back. Maybe a little slight bend in the knees. You don't want to lock your knees out. We're going to inhale, bringing the hands up overhead, bringing hands down to heart center, bringing them back down to mountain. And again, inhaling up, exhaling down. This time we're going to hinge at the hips and come all the way down. Let your hands hang heavy. Gonna hang here for a little bit. We want to stretch the back of the legs, have a slight bend in the knees. We don't want to lock our knees out. It's just a slight bend and just kind of hang heavy here. We're gonna inhale and we're gonna step that right leg back into runner's lunge. And then this is where, if you want to use props, then you can. So you can place the blocks on either side of your foot to really help you lift up, because you don't want to hunch over. So this is just to help lift up, bringing that back knee and looking forward. Placing the blocks back forward, placing the hands on the mat. We're going to bring that left leg back into plank position. And then if this is too hard for you, then you can come to your knees and just breathe here. We're going to slowly lower down chaturanga. Coming all the way down onto our chest, uncurling the toes and lifting up into a low cobra. Breathing here for a moment. We're going to press into our fingertips and then push back into a child's pose. Resting the forehead on the mat. Separating the knees slightly if you need to, just to get that forehead on the mat. And just exhale. Inhaling, we're going to come up to all fours, up onto tabletop. We're going to curl the toes and lift up into downward facing dog. Reaching those heels back, pressing into the fingertips. And exhale. Maybe this is your first down dog of the day, so we'll kind of walk the dog a little. We're going to bend into that right knee. And then switch, bending into that left knee. Maybe do a little alternating back and forth. Perfect. We're going to look up at our fingertips and we're going to bring that left leg forward for that runner's lunge. And if you want to use your blocks, bring your blocks up. Also too, you can always bring your blocks up to a higher setting if this is too low. Or if you don't need the blocks at all, just have your fingertips touching the mat. And look forward. Inhaling, we're going to bring that right foot to meet that left, and then hinge forward into that forward fold. We're going to have a slight bend in the knee. We're going to bring our hands up overhead, and then reaching up, exhaling the hands down. So that was a sun salutation. We're going to go through it. I'm going to do a little bit less talking, and I won't use the blocks this time. Standing in mountain pose, palms facing out. We're going to inhale the arms up overhead, and we're going to do a swan dive down. Hinging at the hips, coming down, letting the arms hang. Slight bend in the knees. Placing the hands on the mat, we're going to step that left foot back into that runner's lunge, looking forward. And if it's too much to have that back leg up, you can always drop that knee down. Planting both hands on the mat, we're going to step that right leg back. Plank position. Breathing. Slowly lowering down, chaturanga, resting the body down, uncurling the toes, lifting up into that upward facing dog. Inhaling, we're going to push back into child's pose. Exhaling, resting the forehead down. Inhaling, coming up onto all fours, tabletop. Curl the toes and push back into downward facing dog. Looking up at your fingertips, we're going to step that right foot forward to that runner's lunge. Make sure that you have nice long legs. That back leg is straight. If it's up, your knee is in line with your ankle and you're looking forward. And don't forget to breathe and smile. Stepping that left foot to meet that right, hinging forward, letting your arms just hang heavy. coming up. So we're gonna have a slight bend in the knees, bringing the arms up overhead, bringing our palms together, coming down to heart center, bringing your palms out into mountain. Let's close our eyes and just breathe. One more sun salutation, but a little bit faster this time, and then we'll do a cool down. Bringing our palms and hands up overhead, bringing palms together, hinging at the hips into a forward fold. Remember that slight bend in the knees. Maybe shake your head a little, yes and no. Inhaling, exhaling, we're gonna bring that right leg back to runner's lunge, looking forward. Inhaling, let's place both hands on the mat. We're gonna bring that left leg back into that plank position. Be nice and strong here. And breathe. Slowly lower down, chaturanga. Uncurl the toes and lift up into upward facing dog. Pressing into the fingertips, we're gonna pressing back into child's pose. Inhaling and exhaling, settling into tabletop. Curling the toes and pressing back into downward facing dog. Reaching the heels back, pushing into the pressing into the fingertips. Looking to the front of your mat, we're gonna bring that right foot forward, runner's lunge, looking forward, followed by that left. Hang into that forward fold. And very slowly, slight bend in the knee, coming all the way up. Bringing hands up overhead, bringing hands down to heart center, and then bringing them out to mountain. And breathe here. If your eyes were closed, let's slowly opening them. Bring our hands up overhead, inhaling, exhaling, let's swan dive down to a forward fold. Slight bend in the knees. We're gonna step that right leg back, followed by the left into a plank position, slowly lowering down to our knees to a tabletop. And here we're just gonna cool the body down. We're gonna do some cat-cows. So dropping that belly down, but remembering not to dump the belly, to engage the core and bring it down, and then bring the chin up. And then exhaling, arching that back up, all that air, bringing the chin to the chest. Inhaling, bringing it back. Exhaling all that air out, bring that chin to the chest. Coming back to a neutral spine. We're gonna do a little balancing pose. So we're gonna transfer all that weight into that left hand. We're gonna bring that right arm up and bring that left leg back. A little sunburn. Helps with balancing. Bringing tightness to the core to help you balance. If you're having a hard time balancing too, you can always bring that leg down to help stabilize. Exhaling, coming back down, transferring our weight to the other side, bringing that left arm up, followed by that right back leg. Slowly lower it down. Sit back on your heels. And we're gonna surrender a hip, swing the legs forward into a staff pose. Bringing our arms up overhead, inhaling as you lengthen and exhale as you reach forward. coming up, and then let's lay all the way down on our backs. Here we're gonna do a simple twist. Inhale that right knee into the chest. Just kind of slowly pull it in. Maybe do some small circles with the ankle. And then reverse directions. We're gonna do a gentle spinal twist. We're gonna take that left hand, bring it to the outside of that right knee, place that right knee onto that left knee, and slowly influence that right knee to go to the left side. We're going to take that right hand and bring it out to a T, and then bring your gaze to that right hand. And you'll feel that twist in the lower back. I hope you guys can see me on the camera, but you should really feel a twist in that right side. Making sure that your right shoulder is staying on the mat. If it's coming up at all, then come back a little bit on the twist. Inhale, bringing that right knee up. We're gonna hug it into the chest and then slowly bring it down. Inhale, bringing that left leg or that left knee in and then hugging it into the chest. Maybe doing some small circles with the ankle. And then reverse directions. We're going to do that spinal twist on the other side. So bringing that left foot to that right knee, bringing that right hand to that left knee, bringing that left hand out to a T, and then slowly start to influence that left knee to the right side. Bringing our gaze to the left. And then just breathe into that twist. You should really feel it in the back. Inhale, coming up, hugging that left knee into the chest one last time, and that's slowly lowering it down. We're going to inhale, bringing both knees into the chest, hugging them. Let's do some rocking from side to side, massaging the back. And if you want to stay here, you can. If you want to move to happy baby, bring your hands to the bottoms of your feet. We're going to bring our feet up into happy baby. Here I like to rock back and forth to get more of a massage on the back, but if you want to stay still, you can. Just breathe here. Inhale, we're going to exhale, bringing the knees into the chest, bringing our legs out, and just lay here for a minute. Let's go into a little bit of a Shavasana. So closing the eyes and just letting everything melt away into the mat. Breathing in to the whole body, feeling the effects of the practice that you just did. And just let go. Feeling yourself coming back to the room and to your body. Keeping the eyes closed if possible. Roll over to your side, hugging your knees into your chest. Kind of giving yourself a little hug. Kind of thanking yourself for doing the practice. Using the strength of your arms, we're going to come up, keeping the eyes closed. We're gonna come into a seated, comfortable seated position, resting the hands on the knees. Just breathe here for a moment. Just drop into stillness. I'm gonna slowly open the eyes. Thank you guys so much for joining me for my practice today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's very hard for me to practice in front of a camera. I'm not used to it. I'm used to teaching to a class or to people. So I really hope that these videos are helpful and that they're easy to understand and to follow. If there's anything that I can improve on, please let me know down in the comments, because it's not easy to just do it to a camera. You know, it's easier to have a class, but I'm learning. I want to get these videos out for people that don't have a yoga studio nearby, that want to just practice a simple practice, or you know, just want to do a practice at home. So I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and hope you guys are having a beautiful, wonderful day. Don't forget to drink lots and lots of water, stay hydrated, and I will see you guys next time.